Welcome to the Saturday edition of the Box Seat. I'm Adam McGrath and joined by Mark Olmers. Mark, 8 races here at Ascot and there is quality everywhere.
Yes, and 3 of those are of course black type. 2 of them heading into the Karrakatta, of course the listed Perth Stakes and the Group 3 Gimcrack Stakes, and of course the listed Natasha Stakes, 2200 metres. The final hit out for the fillies heading towards the Oaks. A great day of racing ahead.
Looking forward to it. Let's take a look at the conditions now. It is going to be a perfect day for racing. As you can see, the movable rail is out 3 metres, a bit like it was on the Friday, so expecting very similar conditions there. Let's get straight into the action because, as we said, there is plenty of it. Race number 1, it's a 72 plus over the 1600 metres.
Yes, of course, the Tab Touch handicap, Adam. A really even affair this, but our replay horse is a runaway leader, which won last start.
Clear. Fat Noxious at the 305 in front of Dolly M. Fancy Fox, followed further back then by Another Vision. Galaxy Star would need to be Burnborough to win from here. Fat Noxious with 100 left to go in no danger. It's 5 in front from Dolly M. Another Vision. Galaxy Star, clever ride this by Randy Tan. Fat Noxious too good. The favourite cut the margin.
She's pretty impressive, wasn't she? Fat Noxious able to win by 3 lengths on that occasion. The start before was really good as well. Just caught at Pinjarra, losing by 1.5 lengths. Since going to Ben Pierce, this mare's just found that old form that we've been used to. Look, again, it has to be, I guess, a winning chance in this race, but I just don't think she's going to be given the same luxury out in front in a small field and going to be able to keep running out as strong as she did over the 1400 metres up to the 16. So I'm willing to put her in the back end of my top 4 here.
As am I, Adam, but you've also got to admire that last start effort. She pulled up with low-grade exertion, heat illness, so she was trying her guts out. For a 6-year-old mare to still be trying, it's very, very good signs. And she'll run another nice race. We've also got here number 3, Saker, Adam, from the Fred Kersley yard. Look, the first up effort was good, should improve out second up.
I thought it was a really good performance. You take a look at the horses that was running side by side with them. They're 1200 metre specialists. This horse only gets better 1500 metres plus. 1600 second up. Fred Kersley just always times it perfectly. Daniel Stake takes a ride here from barrier 7 with the 57 kilos. 2 attempts at the track and distance for a victory in a second. Has really good second up form as well. I think this is going to be the horse to beat.
Number 8, Terra Force as well, was an eye-catching run behind Material Man. Now, 1600 metres again, we know what Material Man has done since. Won the AHA Cup and likely to head towards the Bunbury Cup. So good form lines.
If you follow the form lines, this horse probably wins. But with Terra Force, we know it is just so inconsistent. The good Terra Force rocks up. It can out sprint these and win the race. The bad one rocks up. Well, it can come an 8 of 8 in this field. There's just no doubt about it. So it's an interesting galloper to analyse when taking a look at this race. But I've decided to go with number 3, Saker, from 1 Infatuated, 5 Wayside and 4 Fat Noxious.
I've got the 8 on top here, Adam. It's Terra Force from number 1 Infatuated, 3 Saker and 4 Fat Noxious.
Race number 2 at Ascot is another event over the 1600 metres, this time for the 3-year-olds. And Mark, we saw a couple of these go head-to-head last start and there wasn't too much between them.
No, it was a nice ride by Brad Parnham on Wrinkly, which is our replay horse, but keep an eye out for number 4, Bold Success and Storm Dancer.
Under pressure, however, behind Wrinkly, 250 left to go. Wrinkly 2 clear from Kingdom and Empire. Bold Success down the outside. Storm Dancer starts to pick up. It's Wrinkly with 150 left to go. A length clear from Bold Success. Storm Dancer. Wrinkly giving. Bold Success coming. Wrinkly from Bold Success, and Wrinkly wins it. Wrinkly by a long neck. Bold Success.
As you said, it was a really good ride by Brad Parnham on that day. It was just out in front nicely. Didn't have to do too much work, and Wrinkly can handle the weight. Thought it was a really good performance. However, coming into this race, I prefer the other 2 in Bold Success and also Storm Dancer. They get a 1.5 kilo swing. I think conditions are going to suit, and you saw that in the replay, as you mentioned, take a look at just that turn of foot late and the way they were able to run on. I really think it's going to be a good race. I'm going with Bold Success over Storm Dancer in this. Just I like the way that I don't think the horse will sit outside the leader like it had to do on that previous occasion, but there's not too much between these 2.
Yeah, a couple of key factors there in Bold Success. William Pike going on for Glenn Smith, and as you mentioned, looks to be a little bit more speed in this race, so can hopefully pop in midfield, get a bit of cover and finish off strongly. That's the best way to ride this Son of Echoes of Heaven. And as you mentioned there, Storm Dancer, really like the run 2 starts to go behind more races. That form's very, very good. Adam, just another one I quickly want to touch on. Number 2, Verve de Vega, comes out of the Challenge Stakes and then raced against Open Company a week ago. Have to give it a chance here out in front.
Quick back up. We know what we're going to get with Verve de Vega now. Again, the inconsistency of being, well, not the inconsistency, the lack of ability to be able to win 13 starts now for the 1 victory is probably a bit of a concern there. But as you said, out in front, honest, can make sure it's run at a good tempo. So you have to respect it with that weak backup and fitness certainly on its side. But I'm going to go with number 4, Bold Success, from 10, Storm Dancer, 1, Wrinkly, and number 9, Kingdom and Empire.
I've got the 10 on top here. Time to break through for Storm Dancer over 1600 metres. From the 4, Bold Success, number 9, Kingdom and Empire, and 2, Verve de Vega.
Race number 3 at Ascot. It's a 62 plus over the 1,000 metres. Mark, a fair bit of speed here, and I'm really looking forward to one returning, but there is a horse that's in serious form.
Yeah, very, very good form. Looking for 4 wins in a row is number 5, Tenterden.
Patrimonio gets to the outside, and then Tommy Campbell in the straight. Tenterden in front. Just Act Natural gets into the clear. 12 rounds. Starkly to the outside, then Duendas. Patrimonio can't get to them from Border Scott. Tenterden in front. Just Act Natural cutting him down, but Tenterden's clinging on. Just Act Natural can't get there, and Tenterden all the way. Tenterden by head to Just Act Natural.
This horse has just continued to improve this campaign. Every time a weight swing goes against it or conditions seem to be against it, they're just able to adapt and continue to run on strongly. Last start we saw a really good performance leading out in front as well. So although this horse does go up to the 58 kilos and you start going, well, can it carry this weight with some of the big weight swings? You just have to be impressed with the way that Ben Pearce has got this galloper going. From barrier 3, they should get a lovely run.
It was a cheeky ride from Peter Hall last start. He stays on for this race as well. But the one we've both got on top, Adam, number 7, Rees Rocket, wears a Mount Hallowell stud colours here, and the ultimate gear change of a gelding, and the lugging bit comes on. Off rather, and also Adam, after its last preparation, which was over a year ago, it had pulled up with a tendon injury, so that's all sorted now. This galloper, gelding by Hinchinbrook, he's got serious ability. Serious
horse, this galloper. Followed it at all prep when it was able to get the wins, and you just kept getting nice prices about it. Now, as you said, a year off with that tendon injury, you saw from the trial, this horse has come back, dipped at the start, was lucky that Lee Newman actually didn't come off on that occasion, then sat outside Mad Asser and did no work whatsoever. We know the form lines that Mad Asser is producing its time as well. For mine, Rees Rocket can jump from 5, lead this comfortably. I can't see anything getting past it.
Adam, you're on top selection.
It's Rees Rocket for me, 100%. From number 3, Brackets, 5, Tenterden, and 1, Mighty Blonde.
I'm with you, Adam. Number 7 on top for me as well. Rees Rocket from the 2, Woolly Bar, 1, Mighty Blonde, and 5, Tenterden.
Race number 4 at Ascot. We go into one of our bigger races of the day. It's the listed Perth Stakes, and Mark, really looking forward to this.
Yeah, key lead up into the Karrakatta. We saw, of course, Atacama Sky and the River duel it out last year. This should be another great affair. Adam, our replay horse is a very, very smart colt, Debelay Show.
And last of all, Rock or Bust at the top of the home straight, 250 left to go, and Debellatio, who's been parked wide, goes up to Aaron Boy. They head off Royal Strata. They've kicked away from the others. Debellatio let down. Oh, we put pay to them quickly, Debellatio. This has been a really good win. The stake has a look around. He's a bit green and raw, but he's got an abundance of ability. Beat Aaron Boy.
Serious performance there by Debellatio. We saw it go back to the trials and really be pushed out by Daniel Stake on that occasion, and all we wanted to see was this horse jump the next race. Did exactly that. Fred Kersey told us in the mounting yard he had no issues, this was going to happen. From there, the horse was able to sit 3 wide, but did no work throughout, really relaxed into a nice stride and worked into the race well. Top of the straight, when Daniel Stake said go, off they went, skipped in front. Now the horse jumped to the left a little bit, was very green down the straight, but you can just see the class that this animal has. It is going to be very hard to beat.
Yes, on a day where I'm expecting them to run on, and I think barrier 10's no issue. Even 3 wide with cover, he should be swallowing these up quite comfortably. Look, he's a very, very good horse, but it'll be an even better 3-year-old over 1,400, 1,600 metres. We've also got number 1, Keeper Keen. Has to give weight to a few handy gallopers again, just like he did in the Supremacy, but it was still a very good effort. Gave Siani 3 kilos on that occasion, but he's a very, very good chance here again.
Really good performance at Keeper Keen last start, as you mentioned. Will only improve in that run, especially with barrier 5 again. Riask lost this horse by nose back into prep and gets a kilo swing, and for mine as well, Soundcheck gets 2.5 kilos from that same run. So I think there's a few that can really creep up on Keeper Keen and make it difficult, but I just love the way, and we've talked about it numerous times on Box Seat, the way this horse can adapt. If they need to go forward, it can show that and still fight at the end. They need to drop back, they can run on strongly. So Keeper Keen's got so many options.
Adam, when it comes to these 2-year-old races, our best jockey in the state, William Pike, is a gun for hire because Bob Peters and the Cerise and White don't have early runners. But here he's decided to go with Soundcheck, of course, is a half to the River and looks to be a serious horse and just developing every run.
Tell you what, I was going through this form and all I did was put number 3 on my page because I went Debellatio just wins this race before even looking at the form. Starting going into it, I'm prepared to get egg on my face because Debellatio is going to be the favourite, it's going to be the one to beat, and I don't think any of us would be surprised to win. But just like the way that Soundcheck has really improved through the prep, you go back to its first ever start, was $2.60 favourite, was beaten 2.5 lengths on that occasion, gets a 2.5 kilo swing on Keeper Keen for that. Last start, beaten 3.5 by Siani, was impeded at the top of the straight, was just about to let go. I think from barrier 7 is going to get a really nice run, and I'm happy to take the each way odds here. I think you'll be getting close to $7-8 for Soundcheck. So for mine, that's going to be the each way bet on top. From number 3, Debellatio, 2, Riask, and 1, Keeper Keen.
3 on top for me, Debellatio, the son of Smart Missile. From number 1, Keeper Keen, 6, Soundcheck, and 4, Reykjavik.